Good afternoon. Welcome to the weekly update series for episode Heresy. Week 7 is part 2 of Act 2 over in the episode. It is also the second week of the Guardian Games event within the game. So for everyone who wants to stay up to date on all the goings on for the rest of the episode, as well as anything inside Destiny, feel free to subscribe to the channel and like the video so you can stay notified when things go up. But for those new, here, this is also... I'm not a fan of that. And good afternoon. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a wonderful week thus far. It is finally time to dive into the weekly update for week 7 of episode Heresy. It is also the second week of the ongoing event of the Guardian Games, so hopefully you're enjoying the rush down game mode going on there and getting everything done you needed to do. For those new, this is the update series where I cover all the changes with inside Destiny, from rotators to whatnot, as well as cover the weekly Bright Dust offering and all of the Bright Dust offerings within inside the Eververse store. So if you want to stay up to date, feel free to subscribe to the channel, ring the bell, and like the video, as it helps me and keeps you notified going forward. That said, I'll be live this evening playing through the entirety of the Part 2 narrative for episode Heresy. So if you want to come out, hang out, and check it out, feel free to swing on by. I'll have a link in the description below. But that said, let's go ahead and dive into the update, shall we? So starting off with our core playlist over in Vanguard, you'll notice that the choosable version is now selectable. So if you want to play any version this week, you're more than welcome to. Don't forget, once you've played the strike, it becomes disabled, so you can't pick it again. But the Grandmaster for the week, this is the Lake of Shadows, with the weapon being the wild-style solar grenade launcher. If you want to check out the various roles you can get on it, I'll have a link in the description below, so you can go check that out. As per usual, there is nothing in the Land of Gambit, regrettably, but over in Crucible, it is double Crucible rewards. It is also Hardwire Mix and Rift, so if you want to get any of those challenges done, great time to get out knocked out of the way. And continuing is Supremacy for Guardian Games. Alright, for our Rotator, starting off in the Legends tab, we have the Ghost of the Deep dungeon. So if you're trying to get the Navigator role, the Navigator drop, this is a great time to get farm for Exotic, as well as Prophecy to get some practice in for when Rite of the Nine drops later this episode. Alright, for our raids, over on Neptune, we have the Rooted Nightmares raid. So if you're trying to get Conditional Finality or any of the weapons that raid board to drop, good time to farm those out for those encounters. And then the second raid is over on Europa, being Deepstone Crypt. So if you're trying to get items tomorrow, or once again, any of those reprised raid borders so you can craft it, it's a good time to also knock that out as well. And lastly, back in the Legends tab, the exact mission is Operation Seraph Shield, where if you try and get the Catalyst or Revision Zero itself drop. Okay, over in the Dreaming City, the weekly Ascendant Challenge is up over in the Chamber of Starlight. It's going to be in the back, so it's very easy to miss, right behind the chest. Then our weekly Lost Sector rotation, starting off on the Cosmodrome. It starts off in Vale's Labyrinth. So for today, make sure you have Barrier and Unstoppable Champion mods, so you can get that knocked out pretty quickly. And then the rotation for the rest of the week, on Wednesday at Reset, it's going to be the Exodus Garden 2A, which is down here south of Spawn in the Cosmodrome. And then on Thursday, it'll be Alphinian's Rest in the Dreaming City, Chamber of Starlight on Friday, Hydroponics Delta on Neomuna on Saturday, the Gilded Percept on Sunday, and the Thrillerdome Lost Sector on Monday. And that is the rotation for the week. Alright, then next up in the Pale Heart, Our weekly co-op mission is the Iconoclasm mission. Once again, don't forget, you'll need at least one partner with you, as there's an enemy to shoot the front and back of at the same time, as well as 2 nodes throughout the mission that they shoot at the same time across various locations. And then the daily match speed overthrow currently is up in the landing. So if trying to get Ergo Sum or any of the class items, that's a good chance to get it. Alright, then lastly on Neomuna, our currently weekly terminal overload is down here in Liming Harbor. And then our current daily eviction incursion zone is up here in Ashma Park. Alright. And that is it for our core playlist and rotators. Next up, let's go ahead and dive into our mission, shall we? So starting off with the week, don't forget it is week or part 2 of Act 2. So starting off with complete the Trial of Will Ambition located in the Shrine of Orcs on the Moon. So you can keep that off from the quest immediately. And then for our weekly challenges, we have Rise of the Deep Part 2, as I just said. Complete Act 2 Part 2 of Rise of the Deep. We then have Heretical Arsenal. Defeat combatants with glaive final blows, bonus progress in episode Hersey activities, or by defeating guardians. Now, for those who haven't completed any of these yet, not counting the bonus from episode Hersey activities, every one of these Arsenal quests is 10,000 kills. So make sure you do a lot of Hersey activities to make sure it goes by quicker. And then we have Court of Blade augmentations. In Court of Blades, complete augmentations during encounters to aid your fire team in battle. They are like the side mission you can see on the corner of your screen. It's only sword logical. Defeat combatants with swords or glaives in the Court of Blades. Bonus progress for displaying stolen runes to purchase relic weapons during activity. So you can pretty much get these at the same time if you're using a glaive. Then Court of Blades Void. Defeat combatants with a Void or Prismatic subclass in the Court of Blades. Bonus progress for spending stolen runes on the following purchases during the activity: Void Transmutation or the Well of Light. And as you can tell, it apparently counts previously earned ones. We have Taken Slayer. Defeat Taken combatants anywhere in the system. Additional progress granted in episode Heresy activities. Growing Power. Acquire this episode's ritual weapon. It's the fusion rifle you can get from any of the core playlists at rank 16. The Taken Banshing Spree. In any Vanguard or Critical Gambit playlist, rapidly defeat Taken. And then lastly, Spark Defender. Score points in Rift. Bonus progress is rewarded for igniting the Rift. Excuse me. Alright. That is it for our weekly seasonal challenges and Act 2 narrative quest. Alright. Lastly, once again, it is time for Eververse. Don't forget, I only cover the Bright Dust offerings, nothing with silver, so everyone can earn these events while playing. Alright. On the front page, we have the Reigning Champion emote, which is just a champion title belt with the Destiny logo. We have the Power Nap multiplayer emote. The Stalwart Sigil Transmat effect. The Up for Grabs shader. Very bright. And the Rivalry White Sand shader. Alright, on the Brightness page, we have the Give Me a G multiplayer emote. We have the Disappointment emote. The Carical Spectacular ship. I know I said that wrong. the pistol pose sparrow, the half volley ghost shell, the triumphant weapon ornament for the ℕ𝕚𝕚 machine gun, the elemental contestant transmat effect. We then have the reef made shader, the chitin slate shader, the upward grabs, the photo finish shader, which remember gives you an RGB effect on various surfaces. I don't believe I have any of them on currently. It is a shader I recommend picking up. Then we have the Cherry Blossom Transmat effect, the Cyber Class Transmat effect, and lastly, the Only the Finest Transmat effect. Alright, and that is it for week 7 of episode Heresy. Once again, I'll be live over on Twitch. We'll be playing through the entirety of the Part 2 narrative for Act 2, as well as a possible dungeon run of the Sundering Doctrine dungeon with my clan members. So I hope to see you in chat and coming to hang out. In the meantime, have a wonderful week. Enjoy week 2 of the Guardian games, and I will see you in the video. Goodbye.